Yep, and you read the title right. I'm gonna show you how to make you and your bully as close as this. Alright, pause on that. It's not gonna be that close, but I'm gonna show you how to make your bully your friend by telling how I did it. I did this in middle school, so people lower than that and people in high school, this may not work for you. School was in session, and it seemed like a normal day, but I didn't know these past 3 weeks were gonna be a little different, with a day of friendship at the end. Even though it was a long time ago, I still remember his face. He kinda looked like Tobey Maguire from the first Spider-Man movie, but with blonde hair. And I didn't know where he came from. He pretty much came out of nowhere, even though we were in the same grade. He probably targeted me because I was built different, alright? But the only thing I can think of that was built different on me at that time was my lining. And that thing was built atrocious, alright? Specifically, my hairline. And you may say, hey, it couldn't be that bad. No one's really that fresh in middle school. And I would agree with you if my thing didn't look like a McDonald's sign that sold and did crack on the side too, alright? And I think I remember the first interaction I had with old Peter Parker out here. He came up to me and said, hey, boy, what you doing out here snooping around these hallways for, huh? You black ass motherfucking Oh wait, sorry about that. Just give me a second. Okay, it didn't go like that. He just said some middle school kid stuff. And again, he did this for 3 weeks. And I just ignored him. Well, until I had enough. And on that day, I just got my lunch and sat at the table. He walked up to me, about to shoot his regular shots, do his regular thing. But before he even said anything, I stood up and looked at him in his eyes and said, hey, if you keep on doing this, we're gonna have some problems. Of course, he said his regular bullshit and then swung to the next table. Then I sat down and started thinking. I just gave them a warning. And when people don't listen to warnings, they start to feel the effects. You know what I mean? Cause and effect. Simple science right here. Take notes. So I started thinking of a plan and eating quickly too. I was trying to execute on a full stomach. I grabbed a potato chip. And then I shot that thing in the trash can, man. Those chips were stale as hell. But I got the plan down, and let me lay it out for you, alright? I was in the bottom left corner, close to where people get their lunches. Peter Parker was in the top right corner, closer to the second exit, smacking on his Lunchables. During the end of lunch, they start calling people to get in line at the second exit. And when old Peter Parker was called in line, there was my opportunity right there. And I wasn't gonna let this slip, no wet feet over here. So I went to the closest trash can to him, dropped my food off like everything normal, nonchalantly. And you can call me 007, cause less than 7 seconds, I was already in action. He didn't only see one, nah, not two, not even 3, but 5 fingers wrapped around his face, obscuring his vision. And I don't even think he noticed it, cause moments later, his head was smashed right against the wall. And there he was, squirming like a worm, confused as hell. Like, really confused. Like, he looked like he didn't hear the warning I gave out or something. But I was not letting up any pressure, man. I was out here trying to make some diamonds. I was trying to get a baguette Cuban link chain on my neck before recess. But that process was cut when the teacher came and broke things up. And while we're in the hallway going into the principal's office, my guard was still up. I thought he was gonna throw a good right hook any second now. And I was not trying to go down like Nate Robinson. But everything was chill. And then we got to the principal's office. And I don't know about public schools now, but when I was in public school, the principal would come up to me and say, hey, make up. Alright, you guys good? No. Alright, get the hell out of my office, man. I got some work to do. And that's exactly what happened, man. I said sorry, he said sorry, and that was it. But when we went back into the hallway, he asked, hey, do you want to be friends? I was thinking, huh? Did I really knock his head that hard that it changed his personality? Or I just get this dude a concussion because he just seemed like he just forgot what happened 5 minutes ago. But at the end of the day, I said yeah. And some other stuff happened after that, but it's not that important. So the lesson of this story is the first 3 Spider-Man movies were the best Spider-Man movies. That's it.